Lebone here. How are you all doing today? Right, today's little lesson. This is one that was requested. I'm trying to get through the requests. I've got loads of requests. This was requested months and months back, and it's a great one. It's a Dr Feelgood one, and it also, Wilco Johnson did it with Rodder Doctor on his solo album a few years back. It's called Going Back Home. It's a great one because you can play it all with one finger. So, or you can play it with chords, but it's easier with one finger. Don't forget, guys, please subscribe. Press the link down there for loads of lessons, and if you want to request anything, if you want to know anything about my guitars, then obviously send me a link to my email below. Right, it's quite a nice one, this one. So the chords you need, there's a little riff in it, which I'll show you. The chords you need are A, D, E, C and B. And the C and B only come in at the very end of the line. It's a straightforward one. It's verse, 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 verse. I think it's about 4 verses. I do it with a little bit of distortion. I mean, Wilco Johnson is just a phenomenal guitarist. I mean, yeah, his technique and style is beyond me. And he just gets such a great sound because he's got this way of playing in the amazing sound. So this is my sort of interpretation of it. Of course, it's not exactly theirs because we're doing it on a 3-string. So therefore, you need your Cigar box guitar tuned to open G, which is top string G, middle string D, bottom string G. And it's got this little riff in it. When it's from the A, it sort of goes. And then it goes to the D. So that's the sort of little riff in it. Sometimes I only do the riff when I'm out playing it live. Sometimes I just do the riff to start it, because sometimes I get a bit lost myself by doing this little riff and trying to sing it at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll go through a verse, because say it's just a verse. There's no choruses in it. It's verse, and I think there's about 3 or 4 verses. But I'll go through a verse so you can see how the way it goes. And then we'll start to break it down and take it from there. So it starts in the A. It's this little riff. I wanna live the way I like. Wake in the morning, keep up in the night. Perfect again. Just a way to get my payments free. See, I mean, even I made a mistake in the middle of that, trying to keep that riff going and sing at the same time. It's a bit of a task. But hey, we're going to break this down. So the basic chords, it's a blues one really. It starts in the A, and it's I wanna live the way I like. Sleep in the morning, keep my fun at night. Then you go to the D. Because these ain't my key. Working to keep my payments back to the A clear. Then you go to the E. Pop me a band in the morning to the D. I'm waiting for the loan. So E can fill them up, and you go C, B, A. So it's nice, isn't it? It's nice. I actually did chords there, but you don't need to. You can play the A down here to the D. So yeah. So the riff, the little riff, is you're doing the A, and what I'm doing is I'm not sort of muting. I'm sort of lifting my fingers sort of slightly off, and it's sort of down and up strokes. And then what you do is you come down to the 5th, to the 7th on the top string. Twice on the 7th, back to the 5th, and then back to the 8th. So I'm sort of doing a hammer on, I mean, I'll come to a close-up in a minute and you can see that. And then when you come down to the D, which is you're down on the 7th fret, and then you go from the 10th to the 12th. So you're doing exactly the same what you're doing here. Sorry. So you're doing exactly the same, hitting it twice. And then obviously it goes to the E, which you can play the E down here on the 10th, on the 9th, and then to the D on the 7th, back to the E, and then it's the C on the 5th, B on the 4th, back to the A. I've got a friend, a man's best friend, I've had her back. That's a nice little, such a great little song, great little riff. What I'll do is I'll come to a close-up so you can see exactly what I'm doing here. And then, you know, it might make it a little bit easier for you. So I'll come to a close-up. So here we are at a close-up. As I say, I've got a little bit of distortion on it. This is the way I play it. It just gives it a bit more lift than having it sort of clean. Wilco sort of plays it a bit clean, but then again he's playing a 6-string telly. So the little riff, or he might play a Strat, I don't know. The little riff is the A, which is all on the 2nd fret, all strings, and this riff. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting off. Lifting the fingers off to get that, and then you slide down to the 5th to the 7th twice. That's twice on the 5th, twice on the 7th, twice on the 5th, back to the 5th, and then back to the 8th. I mean, it's going to take you maybe a little bit of time to get that. Just don't worry about that for a minute. Just try doing this. I'm sort of hammering on as well onto the 7th. Twice. Hammering on twice. Back to the 5th twice. Then to the 8th. And then when you go to the D, you're down here on the 7th fret. And then you do the little riffy bit on the 10th to the 12th. So it's the same. And I'm doing that lift, sort of lifting things off a bit. So you get that sort of sound. Now then you go to the E, which is you're down here on the 9th. Waiting for love, then to this D on the 7th, back to the 9th, then the C is all strings on the 5th, all things on the B is all things on the 4th, back, and then back to the 8th. I mean, you can play the E down here, of course, which is the triangle shape, which is top 4th, bottom 4th, middle 2nd, and then you slide those, lift that thing off, slide these down 2 frets, so it's top 2nd, bottom 2nd, middle 1, that's a D. And then to the C, I'm going B-A. I mean, such a great little song, And I say, you don't have to do the chords, you can do it all with one finger. For the guys that are going to do it with one finger, it's great because it's one of those ones you can do with one finger. to the E, to the D, back to the E, and then C, just a rundown. C, B, A. I mean, just a cracking little song. Dr Feelgood or Wilco Johnson. Yeah, it's one of those ones, bit of practice, you know, don't sort of overdo it, but, you know, once you get that little riff. And if you're singing as well, as I say, singing it and doing the riff sometimes is a little bit awkward, so sometimes I just do the riff. And then sometimes I just wait him do the riff. I wanna live the way I like. Da da dee 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 da 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 to the D. Da la la da 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 back to the A. Let me a brand new motor and away for the long, so I can fill a starter up to the CBA. So you know, you don't necessarily have to do the riff. I mean, you just do the riff every now and again. You know, when I'm out gigging, sometimes I do the whole thing with the riff, and if I sort of slightly lose it, I just don't bother doing the riff. People don't notice it then. Okay, I'm gonna sit back down. So yeah, a cracking song. I mean, a cracking song. If you can master it with this little riff. If you can do the little riff, all well and good. I mean, if you can't, then just do it as just straightforward. And sort of, if you're going to do it without the riff, sort of do it a muting, you know, down here with your palm. It just sort of gives it a bit of feeling, you know, into the song. Oh, Johnny Green, he asked me in. We watched some TV and we drunk a little gin. Now I'm floating down the street, smiling at the faces that I meet. That was like the morning, now I'm dizzy, sick and stoned. The road it won't stop turning, and I'm going back home. So yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to do the riff as you saw there, and just bring the little riff in every now and again. So yeah, great little song. Dr Feelgood, Wilco Johnson, Going Back Home. Got lots more coming up, and I will get all to all these requests. I've got loads of requests. I will get to them. Don't worry. I'm just working on a couple because some of the requests I get, of course, I don't know them, so I have to sort of learn it myself, and the best sort of technique, the way I can sort of show you guys how I would do it. Don't forget, guys, please subscribe. Press the old link down there. If you want the info on my guitars, I've got lots of builds on at the moment, lots of orders, which is good. Thank you for you guys. I mean, a lot of you guys from my channel are buying them, which is great, and I'm shipping them all over the place at the moment. So thanks for that. Right, that's it from me today. Marc Lebone. See you again soon. Ciao.